We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the second game of a three-game series against the Seattle Mariners at T-Mobile Park. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal here, BW, the BirdWatcher. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Welcome back, Charm City chat. Welcome back, all the night owls out there who like a little bit of late-night baseball action. We've got it. It's the last game on the docket today. The Orioles taking on the Mariners out west for a 10:10 p.m. Eastern start time, folks. We're going into midnight. And since that's going to be the case, we're going to be able to celebrate July 4th together, if only for a little bit. Where I sit, it's July 4th already, just a minute after 9 a.m. For you guys, it's just a couple of hours away. The actual game that's going to be on tomorrow in the States, in Seattle, for the July 4th game will be at 4 p.m. Eastern, which means I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning later on tonight over here. That should be a lot of fun. But enough about that. Let me first say hello to anyone that might be new to my channel. Welcome in. I'm glad you found me. Just started the channel up in time for the 2024 season. I've been calling play-by-play and giving commentary for every Orioles game so far this season, and we are 85 games into the books. A record of 54-31. The Orioles with a win tonight will match their best record of the season in terms of being above 500. Just before we hit that 5-game losing streak, that Sunday win over the Yankees put us 24 games over 500. A win tonight would get us right back to where we were, like nothing ever happened. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, please give it a try if you like baseball at all, but especially if you're an Orioles fan. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have access to watch the game on TV or hear it over the radio. This is the place to be. I'll give you all the play-by-play you need. There'll be information on the scoreboard here on your screen. And we've got Charm City Chat here as well, the best live stream sports chat going. I might need some more coffee. I actually have no coffee right now. I drank a cup already because I've been up for a few hours already. But I'll make a fresh cup. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, if you do enjoy the channel, please think about subscribing. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers before we get to the All-Star break. We're only about, 70 away now or something? It's been a fantastic growth experience. Not only do I have the pleasure of calling Oriole games and meeting a lot of Oriole fans, we're watching this community grow. And we're representing out there, folks. Baltimore is representing on the YouTubes. It's about damn time. So, yeah, think about subscribing there, new folks. And for those that are here already, thank you and welcome in. Hit that like button while you're here. We've got first pitch coming up here in about 7 minutes. 56 of you are already here to watch a ball game, but only 18 of you have hit the like button. Now, I'm not trying to get on your case. You just got here. I get it. But what better time to get this out of the way than now? Just go ahead and tap that thumb there at the bottom of your screen. It really does help out the channel and help more people find the channel as YouTube begins to recognize and just come to the realization that, hey, this Orioles BirdWatcher channel is growing and we got to put them out there a little bit more. All right, here's tonight's starting pitching matchup for the Mariners. Right-hander Logan Gilbert, another quality starter in this Mariners rotation. Look at that ERA. It's very, very good. Just 2.72 on the season. Just a record of 5-4, and that would be an indication of this Seattle team's inability to score runs. An ERA like that, you would expect a record more like, 7-2. But the Mariners don't score a lot. They're all about low-scoring games, and hopefully their pitching gets the job done while the bats usually tend to scratch a couple, 2-3 runs maybe in a ball game. We shut him out last night. Let's hope we can do it again. On the mound for us, making his first start in quite some time after a stint on the DL that lasted over a month. Dean Kramer is back for Baltimore on the bump tonight. He's got a record of 3-4, an ERA of 4.32. There are some concerns with Kramer. He had a few rehab starts down in Norfolk to get prepared to come back to the big club, and those rehab starts did not go very well. He did not get too deep in any of his starts without getting hit around pretty good. But what I'm hoping is that this team, if there's one team you want to face, if you're not at 100% with your pitching, but you're trying to get back into the show here, why not take on this Mariners lineup? And hopefully our bats will help Kramer out with more than the 2 runs we were able to provide Grayson Rodriguez last night. All right, folks, we're 4 pitches away. 4 pitches. We're 4 minutes away from first pitch. Steve, there's no excuse tonight. You've had a full night's sleep. Okay, I'll tell you what the excuse is. The excuse is I'm not used to this. I'm not used to stuff happening at this hour. Usually I'm wrapping things up. All right, let's see if we can get this game up here. The lineups are right there in front of you. If you care to look them over, I'll read over them here in just a moment. Oh, that's a nice still photo of somebody's butt. What am I looking at here? What are we doing? Oh, for the love of Pete. I ain't got time to bleed. All right, this should do it. Or will it do it? All right, the broadcast is up and it's frozen. I ain't got time for this tonight. As soon as I go to refresh, it's going to start playing again. See, it always does that. I don't. Oh, boy. All right, this is why I need the time, folks. These are precious moments. Clicking on by right now. What are they doing? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring up another website on standby just in case there's any additional issues with this stream, but it looks like things are in commercial break and ready to go. Hopefully we'll see first pitch here in just a couple of minutes. But I do have something on standby just in case. I hope. Boy, I don't see anything over here. Wow. Late night baseball, folks. Wait, 7/2/24. Is this even the right day? This has to be it. Wow. Okay. Here we go. For your Baltimore Orioles, leading off playing shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Batting second, playing at the catcher position, Adley Rutschman. Ryan O'Hearn will be at first base tonight, and he'll bat third. Ryan Mountcastle, welcome back to the lineup. He's going to DH tonight, so I guess he's not really 100%, or else we'd likely see Mountie at first and O'Hearn at the DH spot. But Mountcastle will bat cleanup in DH. Anthony Santander will be in right field. It's a new month, Tony, but that doesn't mean you don't have to stop crushing the baseball. Jordan Westberg will bat sixth and play second base tonight. Austin Hayes in left field, batting seventh. Cedric Mullins in center field, hitting eighth. And finally, Ramon Arias will be the one at third base, batting ninth. For the Mariners, I'll check over there on their Twitter just to be sure. Leading off and playing shortstop is J.P. Crawford. Josh Rojas moves up to hit second tonight. He'll be at third base. Cal Raleigh is in the 3-hole tonight, the catcher. Luke Raley moves down to the cleanup spot. He'll be in left field. Ty France is in the 5-hole, playing first base. Then you got Jorge Polanco DHing tonight. They're DHing a guy that's hitting under 200 and slugging about 300. All right, that's the best pure hitter you got available. Works for me. Julio Rodriguez is in center field, hitting seventh. Dominic Canzone is in right field, batting eighth. And Dylan Moore will be at second base tonight, batting ninth. Again, Logan Gilbert on the mound. And, yeah. Folks, if you haven't heard already, by the way, we're up to over 1,430 subs. 69 to go, folks. 69. There's a number for you. The Orioles have two representatives starting in the 2024 All-Star Game. The All-Star Game results are final. They are in, and your boy ain't happy about it. He's happy to see Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson at catcher and shortstop starting, respectively. But he's still sitting here wondering how in the hell did Steven Kwan take the third outfield spot over Anthony Santander? I don't know. Santander was the number 3 vote getter in the outfield behind Soto and Judge as early as 24 hours ago. And before that, it was Kyle Tucker, the Houston right fielder, that was garnering the share of votes that was battling Santander. But I guess enough people finally came to realization that Tucker was not playing and was hurt. And out of nowhere, Steven Kwan takes the spot. Okay, first pitch of the night, folks. Gunnar Henderson is swinging away, and he fouls it back off the screen behind the plate. Gunnar comes in tonight hitting .288, 26 homers, 58 runs batted in. And we'll see if this strike zone animation will pop up here for you in a minute. It took about half an inning last night. Next pitch to Gunnar is off the plate outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Gunnar in his last 12 games hitting .375 with an OPS of 1.163. That is video game stuff. And he goes after this pitch, hits it into center field. Backing up, but with room out there, is Rodriguez, and he makes the catch. Henderson flies out to center to begin the ball game. And there's your scoreboard. And there you can see 362 feet in the air to center field. All right, that'll bring up Adley Rutschman to the plate. And it looks like Rutschman has gone fully clean shaven. Look at Adley. No facial hair whatever. He looks a year or two younger all of a sudden. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. Rutschman batting .291, 15 homers, 55 driven in. Yeah, Steven Kwan, I'm not even sure. I mean, I get it. His average is fantastic, but he's also missed like a month of playing, and I'm not even sure if he, at the moment, qualifies for the batting title due to a lack of at-bats. It might have changed just in the past couple of days, but he wasn't qualified when we played him last week. 1-1 the count on Rutschman. The pitch is lifted into the air, left field. Coming in on it is Raley, and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down here for the Orioles in the top of the first. After today's game, he qualifies. Well, isn't that perfectly timed? By the way, the Guardians lost already earlier today. I actually don't know what the result of the Yankees game is. If anyone can type that in, let me know. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate, 2 down, nobody on. First pitch is taken for a called strike. Right in there with the fastball from Logan Gilbert. The Yankees lost. Oh, great day in the morning. Great day in the morning. Here's the 0-1 to Ryan O'Hearn. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, you guys want to get in your picks for a homer tonight? Of course, the Orioles did not hit a home run last night. I guess we're due. I don't know. It's tough playing in Seattle against tough pitching. The 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn is inside, 2-1. Let me look at this lineup. Who do I want? Do I go with Westberg just until he hits it? I'm going Tony. Why not? I don't think this hot streak is over. Here's a check swing, and the third base ump says O'Hearn went around. And now O'Hearn asks for time. I'm watching what I believe is to be the Mariners broadcast. Of course, they have no interest in showing you that check swing replay. That looked pretty soft to me. 2-2 the count on O'Hearn. The pitch outside, and the count will run full. Hey, the Yankees lost. Robert would love for us to win in a non-home run dependent way. This pitch is low, and a check swing. This time, no swing, and O'Hearn is given first base. A 2-out walk for Ryan O'Hearn. And speaking, oh wait, no, it's going to be Mountie up next, right? Wait a minute, how is this lineup constructed? Yeah, so Westberg, okay. I can see why they put Santander behind Mountie to split up the two righty bats. And then we got another righty bat after that. Okay, Mountcastle at the plate. First pitch, he's swinging, and it's going to be a pop-up to right. Dominic Canzone is just waiting on it, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. The Orioles get a walk. They leave a man on, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the first here in Seattle. Orioles nothing, and the Mariners coming to bat. All right. Now let's take a look at these out-of-town scores. I'm just going to go over here for this. It's the easiest way to check. So these are all finals from today. Okay, so the Guardians lost. That's good. The Red Sox won. I don't really care. The Pirates edged the Cardinals. The Nats beat the Mets. Sorry about that, PAS. All right, Cincinnati. Didn't we sweep those Reds? Come on, Yankees. What's the problem? You don't know how to beat them? The Astros are still playing pretty hot there. 9-2 over the Blue Jays. The Braves 3-1 over the Giants. The Phillies are tied right now with the Cubs. 3 apiece in the 8th. Middle of the 6th, Rangers and Padres tied up at 4. Royals with a 2-1 lead over the Rays. That's going into the 7th inning stretch. Tigers up by 5 over the Twins after, what is that? After 8 innings? I can't read. Yeah. Brewers up 3-0 on the Rockies. Athletics up 2-0 on the Angels. Dodgers and Diamondbacks just getting started along with us. And then we got a game for me tonight starting at 10 o'clock. What is that, 11 a.m. start time? When am I going to sleep tonight? If there's going to be I've already slept in late today, and I got to be up for a game at 3 a.m., and there's going to be games on starting at 10 o'clock tonight. When the hell am I supposed to sleep? Somebody give me some advice. I really don't know how to handle it. Because it's going to be 4th of July. There's going to be day games on all over the place, and I don't want to miss it. But I just slept. I can't just sleep again now. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Here we go, folks. Dean Kramer on the mound. J.P. Crawford at the plate. The first pitch is a strike at the bottom of the zone. Kramer, welcome back, buddy. Crawford's hitting .211 with 7 homers and 25 RBI. As this one is lined into left on the diving catch out there by Austin Hayes. How about that? One batter, one defensive web gem. A liner in the left. Hayes had to come in and move to his right toward the foul line. Goes into a dive. It's a careful dive, a conservative dive. But he just wanted to make sure he got to that baseball. 1 out. Here's Josh Rojas. He takes a curveball off the plate outside for ball 1. I'm not really big on Fetty as an arm option. I'm not really a Fetty fan. I'm really not a fan of dealing with the White Sox in general. I'm just not. There's just a culture of losing over there that even the players that show a little bit of talent, I just don't know. I don't want a White Sox coming over. Here's a pitch off the plate, and it's 3-0 already now on Josh Rojas. That's just me personally. I don't have any real thing other than emotion behind that statement. I just don't want any White Sox. This pitch is a check swing. He went around on a 3-0 pitch from Kramer. 3-1 the count. Yeah, Pure, what are you talking about sleepers for the week? You're telling me you got to get to bed. He didn't want the Mets game to go past 10 o'clock. And that's ball 4 to Rojas on a pitch low. Oh, boy. All right, a 1-out walk. No need to be putting batters on for free with a lineup like this. Pure is weak. All right, well, I appreciate the honesty. I'm weak too. Cal Raleigh at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Raleigh hitting an even 200 with 14 homers and 50 RBI. Switch hitting catcher. Batting from the left side against the righty Kramer. Swing and a miss. Raleigh reached for one off the plate outside, and he's behind 0-2. Raleigh's 14 home runs leads the Mariners. In fact, I believe he's the only Mariner with double-digit home runs. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Top of the zone. A 3-pitch strikeout of Cal Raleigh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Kramer with a heater at the top of the zone. Raleigh with a heavy cut and a miss. 2 down. For Luke Raley. Left-handed hitter. He goes after the first pitch. It sounded good off the bat, but it's going to hang up there in deep center field on the warning track. Cedric Mullins makes the catch, and the inning is over. Raley flies out to center onto the track, but that's it. The inning is over. We go to the second. No score. How you doing? It might be time for me to make coffee like right now. Like now. I've got a special lucky on standby. It's late night, folks. Late night with the devil. I hope you're going to have some fun tonight. I'm a night owl myself until I started doing this gig. I had to pretty much reverse my entire sleep pattern. But, yeah. One of my favorite things as a kid was whenever we'd go out west and play a game in Seattle or Oakland or something like that at 10 o'clock start time. I would just have the radio on. I'd be in my bed, and I would just listen to the game for as long as I could. And you know what I would do? I would pray that a game would go extra innings, because I would love it when a ball game out west would go to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. It just felt like you were... As a kid, it just felt like, I don't know, like you were you're doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing. Like, my parents didn't know. Just have my little radio there in bed with me. 2 o'clock in the morning, listening to baseball. I loved it. All right, I'll be right back. So, folks, here's an idea for you. If you are going to be maybe falling asleep and not able to make it through the game, just keep me on. Keep the game on, just like I used to. Trust me, if you wake up, it's because I'm screaming that the Orioles did something great, and you're going to want to be up. All right, here's Anthony Santander at the plate. He takes a called strike. That pitch was 3 inches above the zone, Blue. What are you smoking? 3 inches above the zone. Called a strike. Okay. 0-1 on Santander. Get those taters up, folks. Here's a foul ball at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. As I just spilled some coffee powder on my lap. Great. That'll probably bring ants. 0-2 the count on Santander. He's hit 8 home runs and driven in 19 RBI. Or driven in 19 runs. I guess that's a little redundant. In the last 16 games, this pitch is way high. Hey, ump, are you sure that's a ball? You sure that's not a strike? One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Tony dialed up on the fastball. Came up empty. 95-mile-an-hour heater from Gilbert. 1 away here in the top of the second. You know, that's another reason why I'm picking Tony to go deep tonight, because he got shafted with that All-Star game voting thing. Absolute nonsense. Jordan Westberg at the plate. He takes high for ball one. Westberg. We had a lot of Orioles finish second place in the voting. Westberg hitting .281, 13 homers, and 48 RBI. There's a swing and a miss on a slider low and away. Nice pitch there by Gilbert. 1-1 the count. Hi there, Chippy. 1-1 pitch is lifted foul off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I need a spoon. Here's a check swing on that slider, and he went around. Jordan Westberg strikes out. 2 Ks in the inning for Gilbert. That'll bring up Austin Hayes, who made a nice catch in the last half inning. He's up there with 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the second. Hayes getting a chance to start against a right-handed pitcher. And the first pitch is swung on and grounded on a bounce to third. Over to first in time. Hayes is down on 1 pitch. The Orioles go quickly and quietly here in the top of the second. Still no score in Seattle. I guess the Orioles have faced a glut of right-handed starters lately, and they will continue to do so. Another righty starting tomorrow. And then we go out to Oakland. 2 of the 3 starters there are right-handed. So I'm thinking Brandon Hyde's just looking for Hayes to get a start somewhere during this stretch. He'll probably start against the lefty out in Oakland, and I guess tonight. Otherwise, we'll be seeing Heston Kjerstad and Colton Cowser back in the lineup as soon as tomorrow, I would assume. It will be interesting how the lineup is going to look now that Ryan Mountcastle is back and fit. We're trying to find space for Kjerstad. Cowser's sort of been hit or miss lately. He's been hitting the home run ball. I think he had 5 home runs in the month of June. Which, over the course of a 6-month season, that's a 30 home run pace. But the average, not been doing so hot. We'll see. We'll see. All I know is we got Oakland coming up next. We've already taken the first game here. I want to take 5 out of 6 on this damn road trip. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to take 5 out of 6 on this road trip. Am I too greedy? I don't know. You would think a West Coast road trip, no matter who you're playing, if you go 4-2, that should be good. You win twice as many as you lose, but I'm greedy. I want 5 out of 6. Hey there, Nicholas. Way too late, Nicholas, but hey, you're here. Just keep the game on. Mute it if you have to. Give me some watch time. All right, here we go. Dean Kramer's first pitch to Ty France is in there for a called strike. France batting 5th tonight. .230 average, 8 homers, 29 driven in. And this ball is lifted foul off to the right. Kramer ahead of France quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. In his career, Ty France is 0 for 7 off of Kramer. Six of 6. Hey, now that sounds greedy. There's a check swing on a curveball in the dirt. No swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, I'll take 6 out of 6. I just didn't want to come off too greedy. You don't enjoy the West Coast games so much anymore, Janet? This one is fouled away off to the right. 1-2, the count still on France. I think I'll just stop reading your comment, Janet, at I like you, BW. And just The rest of that stuff is just minutia, right? I think I'll just stop that at I like you, BW. We got another foul ball here. 1-2 the count. There you go. Yeah, forget all that extra fluff on the end. All right, we're in the bottom of the second. Scoreless game. 1-2 pitch to France is fouled away again. Kramer trying to find a put-away pitch. Another 1-2 coming in. This one's top of the zone and fouled back again. My goodness. And folks, take a look at this strike zone right here. As you can see, Dean Kramer is doing everything to keep those pitches off of the middle of the plate. And he's got a 1-2 count. He just can't put away France quite yet. Another 1-2. And that one had the middle of the plate, and he strikes him out. How about that? The only hittable pitch France got, and he swings and misses for strike 3. All right, Dino. Get yourself a K. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Dean Cain. I don't know if I want to compare him to Dean Cain. Have you seen what Dean Cain's done with like the last 30 years of his career? Making nothing but like Christmas movies for the Lifetime channel. Oh. Here's a curveball for a called strike to Jorge Polanco. He's hitting just 195, but is the DH for some reason. Next pitch is fouled at the plate, and the count is 0-2. Well, against Kramer in his career, I know he was Superman. That's why I'm saying the last 30 years, Janet. Yeah, he broke in as Superman, and everybody loved him. Ever since, it's been nothing but a bunch of swing and a miss. Polanco is absolutely befuddled. 3 pitches, strikes out, and you can hear the boos in the crowd. You ought to be booing the manager for making him the DH. If you're not in there for your glove, what are you in there for? Because you can't hit. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Julio Rodriguez. Honestly, just search Dean Cain and look at the last 50 movies he's been in. Just read the titles. You'll cringe. I promise you. I watched some of his bad movies just for the hilarity of it. 0-1 the count on Rodriguez. Oh, they're terrible, Janet. They are god-awful. This one is grounded foul off to the left. Me and Janet might actually have something we disagree on for once. I'm not going to sit here and defend Dean Cain chick flicks. 2 down, nobody on. 0-2 on Julio Rodriguez. The pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, the last topic I ever thought that would get brought up, even on a late night game like this. The fans are getting annoyed with Scott's service. 1-2 pitch is hit in the air. Pretty deep. Mullins is back. He's looking, and he catches it up against the wall. The glove basically touching the yellow line on top of the center field wall. Rodriguez hit that ball as far as you can without getting a home run. Poor Julio. The Orioles escape with this game still scoreless after a deep fly ball out from Julio Rodriguez. By the way, Mullins never looked, as a mirror, did Mullins look so calm and cool going after a baseball that was that close to leaving the yard. He was waiting to time a jump. You guys have seen said Mullins make catches at this ballpark, right? Eric, Mariner fan, you must have nightmares about what said Mullins has done in the past, playing out there in center field at T-Mobile Park. Oh, that coffee is good. I'd rather watch straight to DVD Nick Cage than Dean Cain. Yeah, Calvin, I don't think that's really a hot take. I think most people would, because Nick Cage, no matter how bad the movie is, he's always doing something weird. He's always going to keep your attention. He's had a very interesting career, that Nick Cage. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope everybody has a safe evening. Thank you, Jack. Of course, it's still only the 3rd where you are. It's the 4th where I am. Hopefully, you guys will be able to somehow enjoy your 4th of July tomorrow and be back in the middle of the day to watch some baseball with me. Look, here's what we're going to do, folks. With this game being at the time that it is, what you're going to do on the 4th is you're going to wake up early. You're going to get the barbecue started. You're going to have your drink on. And then come 3 o'clock, you're going to take a break. You're still going to have your drink, but you're going to put the ball game on. That'll take you right up to 6 o'clock or so. And then nighttime, you got the fireworks. You get the whole show, folks. All right, Ced Mullins to lead it off. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. He'll be followed by Ramon Urias, and then back to the top of the order for Gunnar Henderson. Mullins hitting .219 with 9 homers, 29 driven in. Next pitch is off the plate outside. Cal Raleigh tried to frame it, doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mullins in his last 11 games, .375, 3 homers, 7 RBI, and OPS well over 1,000. How about them apples? There's a swing and a miss on a curveball and a beauty there from Gilbert. That is a yacker. Hard breaking curve. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 bad Nick Cage movies. I could name you probably about 25. But even those ones that I would name, I still love to watch them in it. I mean, folks, have you seen The Wicker Man? The Nick Cage version? Not the classic, cult classic version, but the Nick Cage version of The Wicker Man? Oh, my God. So many good lines. 2-2 the count on Ced Mullins now. If you want a good laugh, check out The Wicker Man. This one is fouled off to the right, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Face off, I mean, again, if you like action and stupidity, it'll get the job done for you, but it's one of the dumbest damn movies I've ever seen. But I'll at least admit it's entertaining. Here's one popped up. Mullins to left. Raley just back a step or 2 makes the catch. Now, pure adrenaline is talking some sense because Nick Cage has had some fantastic roles as High in Raising Arizona. Absolutely amazing. David Lynch's Wild at Heart. Moonstruck. I think he was up for an Oscar for Moonstruck. Nick Cage can act. He's got a range. He's not always just that crazy guy. Another good one was Adaptation, a Spike Jonze movie that came out in the late 90s, maybe 2000. Adaptation. A great role for Nick Cage. Ramon Urias is at the plate, and he fouls off the first pitch. There's 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 3rd. Urias 0 for 2 off of Gilbert in the past. Fouled away again, still behind in the count. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Wait till face-off 2. You know what I'm not waiting for is any sequel to anything. There's a new Beverly Hills Cop movie, for crying out loud, as this pitch is spiked in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I mean, enough already. Enough. You're not replacing the nostalgia of what used to be good. Just come up with some new good ideas, and then we can have a whole new generation of movies that we admire 20 years later like we do now, instead of just trying to remake them. This one is fouled off by Urias. 1-2 the count. Yeah, exactly. If they remade a Goonie... I think that's why James Cameron made Titanic, because it's the one movie you just can't make a sequel for, can you? Here's a pitch low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ramon Urias. How about a new Superman? How about not? This one's over the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Enough with the superheroes. I get it. You know what's great about superheroes is that you can write whatever script you want, because all you have to do to work around any problem is to go, oh, well, that's a superpower. So here's a check swing and no swing. Ramon Arias draws a walk. What an at-bat right there. Making Gilbert work to a full count. He draws a 1-out walk, and back to the top of the order. Guess what, folks? We're going over here for the first time today. We're over here now because Gunnar Henderson is at the plate, 1 on, 1 out. The pitch, right on the bottom of the outside corner, with a breaking ball there from Gilbert. A perfect first pitch, and Gunnar was right not to offer at it. Just a tough pitch, 0-1 the count. Next pitch is another breaking ball. This one had the middle of the plate but dipped below the zone. And Gunnar able to lay off again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Urias is at first with 1 out. No score, top of the 3rd. Big crowd out here in Seattle. Check swing, but that pitch is in the zone anyway, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henderson looking for home run number 27, but he'll take a double. He will gladly take a double. Heck, this is a pretty big ballpark. How about a triple? Matt was joking. I'm sorry, Matt. Oh, yeah, another Beetlejuice. I mean, again, enough. This pitch is in the dirt. Count even up at 2-2 as I just took a breath. That was in lieu of a hiccup, I guess. 2-2 the count on Gunnar Henderson, folks. No score, top of the 3rd. Urias at first base. 1 out. The Orioles have taken the first game of the 3-game series. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that was right down Broadway. That was pure gas. Gilbert with 98 miles an hour on the gun. That's his fastest fastball of the night. And it was a challenge pitch right down the middle. Henderson swung under it and was a little bit late as well. 2 down in the inning. It'll be up to Adley Rutschman to do something here. Urias still at first base. The first pitch is low and in for ball 1. Rutschman 0 for 1 so far tonight. Born yesterday. I actually like that idea. You know, that's what I would like to see. Take all of these properties and do a remake, but make a complete parody version, or just make fun of it all. Make fun of just how formulaic all these movies have become. This pitch is off the plate, and the count is 2-0. I mean, I guess Scary Movie kind of did that for horror films 20 years ago. But I would like a smart, cynical writer-director to make a movie about just how bland movies have become. This one is hit on the ground, foul off to the right. 2 balls and 1 strike on Rutschman. Two down, runner at first. Yeah, that was Ace Ventura when nature calls. Yeah. A swing and a miss. On the breaking ball. Count even up at 2-2 now. 2 strikes, 2 down, and the home crowd starting to make some noise. We'll bring it back to the info screen here in a minute. We're just hoping for a rally here. There's 2 down. Rutschman at the plate. 2-2 pitch off the plate. 3-2 now. Gilbert has thrown a lot of deep counts. He's up to 45 pitches here in the 3rd. That's not alarming, but he did get through the first 2 innings very quickly. It's this 3rd inning that's starting to give him a little trouble. Payoff pitch, and now he steps off the rubber. Earth Girls Are Easy. That's a great little cult classic from the, what was it, about 1987 or so that came out? Yeah, people ask me, hey, you ever seen that movie with, there's a ball 4 on a breaking ball, low to Rutschman. Another walk given up by Gilbert. That's his third of the ball game already, I believe. Yes, 3 walks. He has not given up a hit yet. No hit for either side. So why don't we say we go ahead and get the first hit of the ball game now with 2 on and 2 out. But yeah, some people say, what's your favorite Gina Davis, Jeff Goldblum movie? And, you know, normally people would say, oh, you're talking about The Fly, right? Oh, The Fly is great. A great gore film, sci-fi, drama. But no, I'm like, nah, I'm talking about Earth Girls Are Easy. You got Gina, you got Goldblum, you got Carrie, you got Damon Wayans. You got a very 80s looking sort of set design to the whole thing. It's super 80s. All right, folks. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate. Let's go. 2 out, 2 on. Time to get down to business. First pitch to O'Hearn is low, ball 1. Turn and burn O'Hearn. Let's go. The 1-0 is hit hard. Going back on it. And out of reach of Rodriguez. It'll drop into left center field up against the wall. Runners should have been taking off on the pitch. And 2 runs are going to score. It's a 2-run opposite field double for Ryan O'Hearn. 2-0 Baltimore. Get some. That pitch was out over the plate on the outside, and O'Hearn just went with it. A gapper just out of reach of Rodriguez's glove, who had to make a long run to get near it. Just out of reach. Folks, the subscreen, the rally. It works again. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. O'Hearn is in scoring position for him with 2 down. And Mountie looks at a pitch low for ball 1. Gilbert is now consistently throwing the first pitch of each at-bat off the plate and falling behind. That's good news for us. This will be his 50th pitch of the game right here. And that one's laced into right center field, a base hit. This should score another. Ryan O'Hearn will turn and burn and cross the plate for the 3rd run of the game. The Orioles are ahead 3-0. A 2-out Raleigh Magic here in Seattle. A 2-run double for O'Hearn and now an RBI single for Ryan Mountcastle. A couple of Ryans getting it done. 3-0 Baltimore. Have I earned a lucky? Here comes Anthony Santander. Folks, get those taters up in the chat. He laces one into right center. That one is down, and it's going to keep on rolling. How far can Mountie get? I think they're going to hold him at 3rd, and they will. Anthony Santander goes after the first pitch and absolutely tattoos the baseball. 106 miles an hour off the bat. Nearly went all the way to the wall. It was finally cut off out there on the track by Rodriguez. Mountcastle had to get the stop sign at 3rd base. 3-0 Orioles. And it's, been 5 straight hitters to reach with 2 out? My goodness, here's Jordan Westberg. A base hit here would make it 5-0. Pitch in the dirt. Again, a first pitch from Gilbert, nowhere near the zone. 1-0 on Westberg. 3-0 Orioles, top of the 3rd. 2 down, runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1-0 the count on Westberg. Gilbert from the stretch. The pitch is a check swing, and the home plate umpire says he went around. 1-1 the count. Hey, Matt. You know, every time I go into a video store, I try to rent that title, and it's always, somebody always checks it out. I could never find that movie. This pitch is low and away, and the count now 2-1. Of course, I have to go behind a beaded curtain to find that. But it's always, somebody's always got that title checked out. Must be a popular one. All right, 2-1 the count on Westberg. Second and third. This pitch is swung on and missed. He chased one low and away. And that's not the first time Westberg has been induced to go after that low and away pitch. Yeah, kind of like that, Land Shark. It's in the same section, I think. Under classics. All right. Oh, boy. Yeah, a Limp Bizkit reference. Now we're a hip crowd. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Boy, Westberg seems to be the only batter that can't figure out Logan Gilbert. He strikes out, but the Orioles score 3 runs. 3 runs against this Seattle team. That might be all we need. A huge inning here. A 2-run double from Ryan O'Hearn, an RBI single from Ryan Mountcastle. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Orioles. Charm City after dark. That's damn right. That's damn right. Get busy living or get busy dying. That's damn right. Hey, folks, how's the light count looking? Looks pretty light. Folks, it's been raining all night and into the morning. It might look like a bright ray of sunshine. That's what the light looks like with cloud cover. Folks, 60. There's 165 of you here. I mean, there's 100 of you watching. Do you mind if out of those 100, maybe, I don't know, 40 of you hit that like button? Let's get it on up to 100 likes. What's not to like? You're here. I'm doing 3 hours of play calling. All you got to do is 1 second of finger tapping. I think that's a pretty fair trade. What do you think? Oh, I know a few of you out there like to hate watch me. A few of you out there gave up on your boy really early in the season. You reluctantly watch on a nightly basis, and that's fine. That's fine. You get what you need out of the channel. Hey. Hey, you're here. Bottom of the third. Dean Kramer out here to face Dominic Canzone, and the first pitch to him is low and in for ball 1. Next pitch is low and in. Oh, I guess that first pitch was called a strike. Never mind. Make it 1 ball and 1 strike on Canzone. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch on the outside corner, bottom of the zone. 3-0 Baltimore. Dean Kramer out on the mound. And by the way, did I just now? Okay. Dean does have his hair up in a bun. And from a certain angle, I was almost worried that Dean Kramer had cut off all the hair. He's just got it wrapped up tight tonight. 2-2 the count on Canzone now. And this pitch is off the plate outside. Count runs full. You're here for the singing. I remember somebody else who was not here for the singing. That is ball 4. Kramer misses outside. Both pitchers have been issuing some free passes. Kramer yet to give up a hit, though. All right. So the leadoff man draws a walk, the number 8 hitter as well. That's not what you want to do after you just went up 3-0. Number 9 hitter Dylan Moore at the plate, and first pitch is up and in for ball 1. All right, Dino, let's throw some strikes. One 0 pitch. Up, check on the runner. Back in with a slide. Dylan Moore at the plate leads the team in extra base hits. Why wasn't he in the lineup last night? He came on to pinch hit. I mean, if you got anybody on this offense leading in something, he should probably be playing every day. This pitch is high for ball 2. Come on, Kramer, find the zone. You're facing the 8 and 9 hitters. And now you're getting the crowd a little excited, too. Two 2-0 pitch is high, ball 3. Come on. French, run out there and talk right now. Don't wait for ball 4. Go out there and talk to him right now. Somebody talk to Dean Kramer. Now. I'm not trying to walk the 8 and 9 hitters. 3-0 pitch. Just catches the inside edge. Only just. 3 balls, 1 strike. Is Drew French in the toilet? Come on. 3-1 pitch. There's a fastball swung on a miss. Kramer back in the count. It's full now. All right, let's find a put-away pitch. Everything has been up in the zone. Maybe Kramer can trick Moore with something low here. And now the umpire grants Moore a timeout as he knocks his cleats with his baseball bat, steps back into the box. Double play here wouldn't be bad. Payoff pitch is upstairs again, and somehow Moore gets a piece of it. It would have been ball 4. Instead, it's a foul ball behind the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Man, I don't know what I'm smoking today, but it's got a special flavor to it. Another 3-2 is skied into the air. Will it stay in play? Adley has a look. Mountie has a look, and it is going to bounce off the top of the dugout, bounce onto the dugout, and then back on top of the roof again. For a lucky fan. Hello there, high priest of the Church of Tea. Kramer is about to throw his 40th pitch of the day with nobody out here in the third. Payoff pitch to Dylan Moore. Here it is. Swung on, and that ball is hit hard, but it's going to get pulled into foul ground, way out into the seats off to the left. 8 pitches already in this AB against the number 9 hitter after Kramer walked the leadoff man. You got the top of the order coming up. This is a big pitch right here. Here it is. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Kramer wins the battle. Moore thought maybe, just maybe that was outside. Again, folks, I said go low on this guy. He went low and away for the first time in the AB, and Moore gave up on it. Perfectly placed strike 3. That is how you pitch. That is how you pitch. 1 on, 1 out. J.P. Crawford at the plate. He looks at a called strike. A breaking ball, top of the zone. Or is that a cutter? Okay. Had a bit more of a hump to it than any sort of horizontal movement, but okay. Next pitch, outside edge, called strike 2. And Kramer gets ahead of Crawford. I've been pitching balls in my backyard recently just for fun. You really start to understand what it's like to be a pitcher, even if you're just doing it in your backyard. Here's a pitch off the plate, low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Crawford. I mean, folks, if you devote your life to throwing a ball as hard as you can, I mean, you're basically saying I'm giving up my arm, because you are. This one is swung on and missed. Kramer strikes out Crawford for the second out in the inning on a pitch on the outside corner, 95 miles an hour. 2 down. You can't get to 50, Nicholas. What are you doing? Throwing a wiffle ball? Come on, buddy. You can top 50, can't you? That's not even the speed limit. All right, here's Josh Rojas, and that is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike. They're calling that a cutter. Okay, I got to figure out Kramer's cutter. It moves up and down, not right to left. This one is on the ground and right to Mountcastle at first. All he has to do is field it, tap the bag to his left, and the inning is over. Dean Kramer has gone 3 innings without giving up much except a couple of walks, a few walks maybe. I'm not going to talk about what he hasn't done yet. Why should I? We go to the 4th, 3-0 Baltimore. Can't get to 50. Nicholas, come on, buddy. Take some HGH. Get a shot in the butt like Clemens. Come on, man. We got a top 50. Yeah, but you know, honestly, one of my weakest attributes playing ball as a kid was that my arm was relatively weak. I did not have a strong arm. That's why I was a catcher or first baseman. Those are my positions. I had the intelligence and knowledge of pitching that a lot of catchers do without the ability to throw. And I liked handling the staff. I liked working with a pitcher throughout the ball game. And then first base was great because, yeah, you hardly had to throw a ball hard anywhere, at any time. And plus, it's a power position. Your boy wasn't a home run killer, but I had gap power, is what I like to say. Never a triple, though. I was too slow. Always doubles. Always doubles. Some homers. I pitched 1 inning in Little League. 1 inning. How'd it go, my friend? You got to remember every detail of a 1 inning. You're like the Moonlight Graham of Little League. I just needed my 1 shot. Did somebody wink at you? GP3 had a 14 strikeout game. Nice. Landshark had a cannon, but he didn't know where it was going. That's understandable. Yeah, I was accurate. I just couldn't throw that hard. All right, here we go, folks. Top of the 4th. First pitch, Austin Hayes on a line, and it's caught by Crawford down on a knee to make a catch. And Crawford stays in the position for a few seconds as if to go, hey, teammates, I think my life just flashed before my eyes. So Hayes lines out to Crawford to begin the top of the 4th. Hayes is up there hacking. He's 0 for 2, but he's hit the ball hard twice. I want to say the other time he was up, he hit the ball well. Here's Sed Mullins now. He looks at a called strike. Mullins 0 for 1 so far. Dodgers, A's, Padres, and Brewers all leading their games. 3 of those 4 are playoff contenders. Here's a pop-up by Mullins, third base side. In foul ground, Rojas makes the catch. Just a step or 2 on the foul side of the line. And that is 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. So Logan Gilbert might go back to settling down. But, folks, a pitcher like Gilbert, you put up a 3 spot. That is so huge because the odds are he's going to pitch another couple of shutout innings. And those 3 runs are going to have to hold up for us. There's a called strike to Ramon Arias, a generous call there by the home plate umpire on a pitch that was outside. Arias drew a walk his first time up. And that's been Gilbert's problem tonight, the walk. It finally led to the floodgates opening. And there's a base hit to the opposite field on the ground by Ramon Urias, who's reached twice so far in 4 innings. Hey, when your number 9 hitter is getting on base twice, 4 innings in, that's a pretty good sign. Things are going well. It's back to the top of the order, and you know what that means. We're over here now. We're checking in. One more sub. Welcome in number 1436. Folks, we're 64 away from 1500. That is the square root, or what is that? 64 is 4 times 4 times 4, right? It's the cube root of 4 or something. All right, Gunnar Henderson looks at ball 1. We need 4 times 4 times 4 more of you. The 1-0 pitch to Gunnar is low. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Urias at first. I am sure I screwed up. You know what I mean. Ah, my God. All right. Henderson with a 2-0 count, folks. Come on now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Gunner's been swinging and missing on a lot of pitches in the zone lately. That's what's been most surprising. Two and 1 the count. And that one is off the plate. He lays off 2-2. Excuse me, 3-1. Get it right, BW. For crying out loud. Do you need more coffee? You got a fresh cup? What are you doing? Maybe I need a regular Lucky. The 3-1 is hit on the ground, foul off to the right, and the count will run full. Another full count here for Gilbert. He's on 66 pitches with 2 down in the 4th. Urias is at first base with that 2-out single. Henderson at the plate, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Your starting shortstop in the upcoming All-Star game for the American League. There goes the runner, and Henderson fouls it off to the left with 2 down and a full count. Urias will be off with every pitch. Adley Rutschman is on deck if Gunnar can extend the inning. Three 0 Baltimore, top of the 4th, folks. Here is the payoff pitch to Henderson. That one is on, man, a strikeout. A nasty pitch up and in on the heat. Henderson can't get to it. I tell you what, if Gunnar is going to have an off night, folks, we've had the way we won last night and the way we could potentially win tonight. It's such a good sign. This team has got so much depth to it that you take a guy like Gunnar Henderson, and Rob is saying right now he's in a little bit of a slump, and he is. He's in a small little, 3-game slump. But we got people that can pick up a guy like Gunnar. I've seen Adley have an 0 for 5 night. You know, we obviously watched Santander struggle for most of the first month and a half of the season. Westberg at times, including tonight, doesn't quite look like vintage Westberg. But the point is, all I'm trying to say here is that every player is going to have those struggles, and the idea is, well, if you got a deep enough lineup, 1 or 2 guys struggling, you can afford it. And, the bottom of our order, can really help us out and bail us out in a lot of games here. That's right. 1438, 62. 62 to go. Folks, I don't know. We might get to 1,500 by the time we get out of the West Coast. We still got the Yankee series at home before the All-Star break. Are you kidding me? And I think one other series. We got Oakland, and then we go back home for 2 series. And the second one is the Yankees. I can't remember the first. If anybody could look that up, that would be great, because I think that's it. The Seattle series at Oakland, then home for 2 series, the second of which is the Yankees, and then it's the All-Star break. I just can't remember what that other home series is. Well, James McCann is just beyond a slump. James McCann is a backup catcher that needs to not play as often as he does, and he has not been playing as often lately. Here is a breaking ball in there for a called strike to Cal Raleigh. Dean Kramer with the yacker to begin things here in the bottom of the 4th. Let me take you back on over here now, as this pitch is inside, 1-1 the count. Hi from the Phillies camp. How you doing, Serena? Thank you for the good luck wishes. And congratulations to all the representation in the All-Star game from your Phillies. Here's a swing and a miss by Raleigh on the pitch, low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Mariner catcher, leading off the bottom of the 4th. McCann is hitting at or a little below 200, I believe. This is a swing and a miss, but it's not just the average. Dean Kramer gets the strikeout of Cal Raleigh. Second time he's blown him away tonight. Don't take that last comment and just chop it out of context, please. Thanks. Yeah, Kramer has had Raleigh's number tonight. Here's Luke Raley, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch off the plate outside for ball 1. I need a regular lucky. It's regular lucky time. 1-0 pitch is a check swing foul. Raley tried to hold up, but that'll be strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the last 7 games, Raley has had a pair of 3-hit games. Again, he's the only batter in the lineup with an OPS over 750 as he swings and misses here. I'm not even sure if he's over 750 anymore. He was at like 751 at the start of last night's game. Batting cleanup tonight. 1-2 pitch to Raley. Up and away, 2-2. Alejandro Kirk. I can't believe the O's only have 2 in the All-Star game when we have guys like O'Hearn and Santander who have been on fire. Nicholas, here's one foul back. Look, I can understand how Yordan Alvarez snuck in over Ryan O'Hearn. You know, I get the whole marketing thing with Major League Baseball. I honestly don't buy this whole new system of voting where it's like you're voting like in chunks and segments and it's whittled down. As this pitch is hit off to the left side by Raley into foul ground and out of play. Still 2-2 on Luke Raley, leading 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. You know, I understand the All-Star game has always been about a popularity contest, and regular people oftentimes aren't going to vote for necessarily the best player. There's been several years where a player who isn't even active gets voted in as a starter simply because of the name and the reputation. But with this new system of voting, it just feels like there's more chance of manipulating the actual outcome of the vote. As this pitch has popped up on the infield, Rutschman is there and catches it in foul ground for out number 2. Raley foul pop-up to Adley Rutschman. You know, it's turning into like one of these American Idol type things. Like, you know, vote for your favorite and then we'll whittle it down. And now it's between these people. And now vote again. It just seems like there's more room for manipulating an outcome when you just don't leave it at a total vote. I'd rather just give me a total vote and leave it at that. All I know is Anthony Santander was leading as the 3rd outfielder in votes going into last night. And I wake up today. Here's a breaking ball to Ty France for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. France 0-1 count. I wake up today and I look, and there's the All-Stars, and there's Stephen Kwan. This pitch is up and in. And look, nothing against Kwan. But I mean, come on. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Nobody on. France with a line drive, and that is through on the left side. A base hit. 2-out single. And that gets a big cheer from the crowd because that is the first hit of the ball game for the Mariners. Yeah, from what I was following the All-Star votes, it was a 2-horse race between Santander and Kyle Tucker. Tucker had an early lead, again, based more on reputation, and he is an All-Star caliber player. It's just that he got injured. He's been out of action for like 6 weeks. Here's a called strike to Jorge Polanco, who is 0 for 1 what is he? 0 for 1. Okay. Runner at first, 2 down. This pitch is off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Anywho, all I know is it's the All-Star game. It's an exhibition game, and I just hope the Orioles we have put out there represent us well and obviously stay nice and healthy. This pitch is up and away. I know some of you out there are concerned about Gunnar Henderson participating in the home run derby, and some of you point to players in the past. I could talk about one, Bobby Abreu, probably 20 years ago now. 2-1 pitch to Polanco is just off the outside edge. 3-1 the count. Umpire, come on, help us out. There was a year where Bobby Abreu went home run crazy in the Derby, and he absolutely changed his batting style and became a worse player overnight because of that Derby. This pitch is lifted into the left field corner and foul by Polanco. The count will go full. 2 down, runner at first, and a full count. And it has happened to a player or two who might go into a funk after participating in a home run derby, but I'm not worried about Gunnar Henderson suddenly losing his touch because of the home. I want to see him put on a show. I really do. Put on a show. This one is fouled back by Polanco. Still 3-2. Yeah, see, this slump started as soon as the announcement. Like, again, that's silliness. I understand everybody's going to have their superstitions because as baseball fans, it's only natural. Swing and a miss. Polanco strikes out, and Kramer has another scoreless inning of work. He gives up his first hit of the day, but otherwise he's doing great. And his first start back, 4 shutout innings. We head to the 5th, 3-0 Baltimore. I mean, come on. I put about as much stock into that as the whole, hey, the City Connect jerseys are cursed. I'm not that kind of. When it comes to my superstitions, I'm not that kind. I'm not that kind. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, look, if you're a slugger, you're a slugger. But, you know. I just hope Gunnar doesn't put too much emphasis on it. I mean, Calvin, you telling me that actually it does have me a little bit concerned. Just head on out there. You're going to be starting in the All-Star game. You're there already. You're going to be hanging out with a bunch of other great players the day before. Around the batting cages. You'll have your chance up there in front of a big crowd to swing the bat for a couple of minutes and hit some bombs. But other than that, just don't put too much thought into this, Gunnar. I loved what Adley did last year. Adley Rutschman's home run derby appearance was perfect. He got his dad to pitch to him. And then, like, with a minute left on the clock, he turned around and bat from the other side of the plate. Like a boss, and hit a home run from the other side. That was fun. That was a whole heck of a lot of fun to watch. That's the kind of moment I'm looking for, you know, just something memorable and fun. Here's a throwback name for you all. I'm old. I remember Bill Hasselman charging the mound versus Mike Mussina. The scary part was Cal got injured and was able to go. Yeah, that's a very famous brawl there, Eric. Probably one of the most researched YouTube baseball brawls in history. As Rutschman fouls the first pitch, the top of the fifth back for strike one. It is 3-0 Orioles. We've got some great hitters coming up. And Rutschman lines one foul off to the right. 0-2 the count. He'll be followed by the two Ryans, who were responsible for driving in the 3 runs tonight. O'Hearn and then Mountcastle, due up here in the inning. Kramer's up to 7 Ks after 4 innings. Thank you, Ran P. I probably should have said that myself. 0-2 pitch to Adley is a check swing and a comebacker to the pitcher. Rutschman will ground out weakly on an excuse me, I didn't mean to check swing. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Where's my lucky? Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. First pitch is inside for ball 1. O'Hearn had that 2-run double in his last AB. He's also drawn a walk tonight. Next pitch is lifted high in the air and deep to right field. That ball's gonna go! Bye, birdie! Ryan O'Hearn says, you're not going to put me in the All-Star game? Screw you. I'm just going to hit a 2-run double, and then I'm going to jack one out of the park against one of the better right-handed pitchers in the league. That's what I'll do. Ryan O'Hearn with an absolute jack to right field. I mean, that jumped off the bat on a pitch on the inside edge. His 11th homer of the season. And I bet you that hurt the hand of whoever was brave enough to try to catch that one. That ball was lined out there to right. 4-0 Baltimore. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. And this pitch is over the plate but low for ball 1. And look at that hug. O'Hearn and Jorge Mateo with a bear hug. I don't know what that's all about, but I love it. The 1-0 pitch to Mountie is hit on the ground to second. And Dylan Moore is over there tonight. He will throw to first in time. 2 down here in the 5th. So who had Ryan O'Hearn on their, hey, he'll hit the first home run tonight? Anybody brave enough or wise enough to go with that pick? Here's Anthony Santander. 2 down, nobody on. And he looks at a pitch over the plate, but low. Folks, get them taters up in the chat. It's a late night, coming up on 11:30 p.m. Eastern. There's a pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Santander, who is 3 for 6 so far in the series. Next pitch is swung on, and that ball's crushed to center. Rodriguez goes back, and he'll make the catch. He was playing deep, and by the time he brings that ball down, he's only a few steps in front of the track in center field. Tony hit the crap out of it, but not enough lift to get it out of here, especially to that part of the yard. But the Orioles tack on another run, a solo homer from Ryan O'Hearn. Gosh darn this home run dependent offense. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Baltimore. This is boring. Boring, Sydney. Boring, boring, boring. Oh, great. I just saw something fly in here. I forgot to close the screen. Oh, my God. Am I an idiot? Come on. I've been living out here too long. I feel like an idiot. I left my back door wide open. No screen. I just saw something fly in here. Who knows what the hell it is? Oh, well, I guess we'll have to become friends. Charm City Chat, how you doing tonight? Is this where I check? Should I look at some of the late scores? Folks, we're going to get those likes up to 100, right? Come on now. 4th of July and all that. Show me your patriotism here. We're watching baseball, for Christ's sake. How more American can you get? Come on. As I sit here 12 time zones away. Come on now. Shantae is going to take partial credit for the O'Hearn home run. I got you, Shantae. You got it. All right, Julio Rodriguez leads it off, bottom of the 5th. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it off to the right, out of play. Rodriguez is 0 for 1 so far tonight, hitting in the 7 hole. Got an apple pie going on 4th of July. Hot damn. 70th pitch of the night from Kramer is in the dirt. And this is something I haven't really considered. Dean Kramer is probably on a limited pitch count, you have to think. I don't know if he's going to go more than 80 pitches. So 5 innings might do it. As this ball is hit up the middle, and a diving stop by Gunnar gets to his feet, but there will be no play. No chance to get the speedy Julio Rodriguez, but a fine effort from Gunnar Henderson all the same. Showing a lot of range and stopping a ball like that. I mean, let's say you got a runner at second base. That saves a run right there. Just no chance to get up and do anything with Rodriguez running down the line. Leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 5th. Dominic Canzone at the plate, and he takes a pitch in the dirt. By the way, folks, if you didn't know, Cole Irvin is officially in the bullpen now. I don't know when he will be available to pitch, but that is the announcement made earlier this afternoon by Brandon Hyde. So our rotation right now is Burns, Grayson, Kramer, Povich, and Suarez. Swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball there from Kramer. 1-1 the count. That's a split finger. Okay. I like it. Throw that one again. Check on the runner. He's back in. 4-0 Baltimore, bottom of the 5th. The Mariners just got their second hit of the night on an infield single by Rodriguez, who's at first base. Canzone at the plate. This one is a chopper past the pitcher. The second baseman will have to hurry, and a nice flip to first base. Jordan Westberg with a nice play. He had to come in a long way and make a quick toss to first to get this runner for the first out. Underhanded toss. Rodriguez moves into scoring position with one away. One out, runner at second. Dylan Moore, the batter. He goes after the first pitch and grounds it foul off to the left. 0-1 pitch. That one's in there at the bottom of the zone. A called strike 2. All right. We got the number 9 hitter with an 0-2 count. Got to put him away now. The pitch is spiked in the dirt outside. That was a waste pitch. Not a big fan of the waste pitch. Throw something that's at least something the batter might think about going after. 1-2 the count on Moore. Next pitch is hit hard but foul. Wow, Moore a little bit out in front of the changeup, or I guess the splitter, that is. Just 84 miles an hour. This home crowd, to their credit, making noise despite the situation here. And this ball is going to be a soft liner to second. Jordan Westberg will make the grab, coming in on a cue shot. Probably about 20 miles an hour off the bat. And that's out number 2. A big second out. Kramer keeps it on the infield. 2 down. Let me close this door. Well, let me wait a sec. J.P. Crawford at the plate now. Pitch number 80 tonight from Kramer is swung on and missed. Yeah, I really don't know if Kramer's going to go more than these 5 innings, as good as he's looked. I just don't know if his stamina has been built up to want to try and push him. 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I wouldn't call it loud, Eric, but it's noisy. It's not a quiet crowd, particularly being down 4-0 and not having done much offensively tonight. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A big hack there by Crawford. He was swinging for the fences. On the year, Crawford is hitting just .179 with runners in scoring position, 10 hits and 56 at-bats. That is not good. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss! Fastball above the zone. Crawford chases. Kramer, 5 shutout innings. I don't know if he's going to come back, but if he doesn't, what a hell of a return for Dean Kramer. 5 shutout innings on 2 hits. And what is that, 8 strikeouts? Come on. Folks, we've got a legit starter back in the rotation. Woo! Yay! We've got an arm back. We've got an arm back. We have got an arm. We have got an arm. And folks, let me tell you how this really helps. Because right now, we are searching for an arm. We're still searching for an arm. We still need another arm, and we're out there negotiating. And I'm telling you right now, and whoever we're talking to is probably going, well, you guys really need an arm. I mean, you guys are barely able to find 5 starters at the moment. Well, guess what? Now we can go, well, now we got Dean Kramer back, and he's looking fine. We don't necessarily even need your guy. You know what? Deal's off. Unless, you know, you want to do our deal. I don't know. Whatever helps. Whatever helps with negotiations, you know. It's negotiation time. All right. Trust me, Nicholas, he has just built the confidence. You just saw it. You just saw the confidence built. What would be the worst thing to do is to push him, have him go out there in the 6th and get hit around, lose all of that great work through 5 innings. Hey, if he pitches like this next time out, he'll go 6. Maybe 6 and change. He just got a... Logan Gilbert. Okay, here we go. Jordan Westburg to lead it off here in the top of the 6th. Yes, top of the 6th. Come on, folks. Gilbert's still out here. He's about to throw his 80th pitch of the day. And it's high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Westburg, who is 0 for 2 so far tonight. He has not looked so good at the plate. A pair of strikeouts. This pitch is in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1 from Gilbert. A swing and a miss. Man, Westburg is chasing that pitch, dropping below the zone or off the outside. Gilbert is getting him every time with that slider or the curve. Westburg can't figure out Gilbert yet. 2-2 pitch. He lays off on the pitch in the dirt, and the count will go full. Hey, BW, did you see the article on the top F-WAR pitchers on the possible trade deadline list? I did not. What was the source of the article? ESPN, MLB? Who's talking? Payoff pitch to Westburg is swung on and hit on the ground, and a diving attempt by the shortstop, but it's going to trickle through to the outfield. And Westburg's going to try for 2, and he's going to make it as the throw-in is offline. Jordan Westburg just took what might have been an infield single and turned it into a double. What hustle by Westburg. That'll go down as a base hit and an error. At least it should. They're going to give Westburg a double on that? They're going to give him a double. How? How can he get a double on a ball that was touched by an infielder? And then, I don't know about that, but he'll take it. Westburg gets credit for a double. Wow. Okay. Runner at second, nobody out for Austin Hayes. Hayes currently at 248, 3 homers, 12 driven in. He takes a pitch in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Folks. I want some more runs. I'm feeling hungry. Here comes the 1-1 to Austin Hayes. And it's swung on and fouled off. Left side on the ground. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Somebody wanted to hear some singing, right? Oh, Hayes chases one low and away. He strikes out. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Gilbert just going splitter, splitter, splitter. And that might be it for Logan Gilbert. With some left-handed hitters coming up after the righty Hayes, that'll do it. Service comes out, takes the baseball. And Logan Gilbert will finish with 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and the runner at second base his responsibility. 4 runs on 6 hits. He also had how many walks? 3 walks, which is very un-Gilberty. It's also very un-Oriole-y. We don't really get too many walks. Mariner starting pitching doesn't give up too many walks, but we've got 3. Pitching change, folks. We're in the top of the sixth. It is late night, folks. 20 minutes until the midnight hour. 20 minutes. That's when the 4th of July celebration begins. And that's when I'm sure that all the loyal followers of the BirdWatcher channel will say to themselves, man, I'm in a holiday mood. I think I'm going to send BW a super chat. I know BW is working behind the scenes trying to put the funds together to upgrade the channel, get a new laptop, get a soundboard, get a green screen, get a new damn chair. And, the ad revenue at $8 a game is nice. But hey, if you're in the giving mood, why not? 4th of July. Did I just give away some insider trade secrets? Texas won't be selling at the deadline, I would not think. Why not if they're out of it, Sean? They've got a big payroll, and if they're not going to make the playoffs, why wouldn't they sell? I think they will. I mean, if they go on a tear in the next 3 weeks and get themselves back in it, then I could change my mind. But if they're looking the way they are right now, in a couple of weeks. Okay, Ced Mullins is in there with Taylor Saucedo, the lefty, now out here for the Mariners. First pitch is a little bit low and outside for ball one. New chair first. Got to save the butt. Yeah, I did see Aaron Savali dealt to the Brewers. Mullins pops one up. And the catcher has no idea where it is. It's going to land a couple of rows out of play. 1-1 the count on Mullins. Saucedo comes into the ball game with a runner at second base and one out. Orioles lead this one 4-0 in the top of the sixth. Thank you, Eric. Mullins fouls one behind the plate. 1-2. Eric, it's Charm City Chat. We try to, we try to do things a little bit differently than the average fan base, We're just wanting to win. That's it. We can do the trash talking and, until we're blue in the face. We just want to win. Mullins gets into one to right, but it's going to hang up there. Just a high fly ball to right field. A can of corn for Canzone. 2 down in the inning. Westberg still at second base. By the way, Eric, for what it's worth, I really think the Mariner fan base is a special one. I really think you got a great fan base, a loyal fan base, and you've had some of the greatest players of the past 30 years come through there. This pitch is low and away to Ramon Urias for ball one. 2 down, runner at second. I mean, you talk about Griffey, and you talk about A-Rod, and you talk about Randy Johnson. This pitch is up and away. Of course, Ichiro is an absolute legend. Tino Martinez, Edgar Martinez, Omar Vizquel, and yet never won a pennant. Here's a pitch on the outside edge for a called strike. The catcher dropped the pitch. 2-1 the count on Ramon Urias. Jay Buhner, he was a masher. I was going to say Jay Buhner, but I had to get those other names out of the way first. Buhner's kind of one tier down. Hey, Harold Reynolds, former Oriole. Had some years there in Seattle. This pitch is popped up. Center field, another can of corn. Rodriguez makes the catch, and this inning is over. We go to the bottom of the sixth. What? All right, Janet, if you want to do the honors, thanks. Just go ahead and get rid of them altogether. Just a full ban, Janet. Full ban. Full ban. No timeout. This guy's an idiot. I hope that was worth your time. Hey, folks. Seaman. I remember when I would just say a word like that when I was, 8 years old, and it was kind of funny in second grade. So I get it. I just have to put myself back into the state of mind I was when I was 9 years old. And I can see how that is, yeah. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 4-0 Orioles. I don't want Crochet. That is the last guy to go after. Folks, Crochet, you are paying for a guy that has put up some really nice numbers but has zero track record of pitching the amount of work that he's already up to now, never mind for the second half of the season. I mean, folks, if you want an example, look at Luis Heel for the New York Yankees. He came out like gangbusters, and he's already starting to show that the fatigue is starting to set in. You know, you got to think about a Tyler Wells if you're thinking about an Orioles as a comp. You know, Tyler Wells was great for us, but once he got to about 100 innings, the wheels start to fall off. Some pitchers can give you really good stuff, but they can't do it all season long as a starter. And I'm worried that that's the case for Crochet, and I don't want to sit here and pay an arm and a leg for a guy that's going to wind up coming out of the bullpen during this playoff run. I want an arm that's going to be ready to start and go 7 innings. So it's a big no from me on Crochet. I know that they're in talks. I know they're talking about it, but I don't want them. Here's Keegan Aiken out in relief. And the first pitch was a strike. The next one is over the plate for below ball 1. Josh Rojas, the lefty, at the plate. Aiken, the lefty, on the mound in relief of Dean Kramer. Next pitch is fouled off to the left. So as I surmised, Dean Kramer, despite looking very good through 5 innings, that was all he could do, and hopefully we can hold on to this lead and give him a win. 1-2 the count on Rojas. Is lifted foul and out of play. We'll do it again. What was really stupid? Oh, the person who got banned? Oh, hey, Benjamin, thank you. You know, I've tried to learn from the best. 2-2 the count on Josh Rojas to lead off the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Baltimore. Keegan Aiken out in relief of Dean Kramer. Here's a swing and a miss. 94-mile-an-hour heater up and in. Perfect spot. Rojas cannot touch it. So that is the 9th strikeout by Oriole pitchers tonight. Kramer left with 8, and Aiken picks it right up with number 9. And it's only been 5 1/3 innings. Cal Riley will hit from the right side of the plate now with the lefty Aiken, and he looks at a called strike on the outside edge. Riley has struck out both times tonight against Kramer. Pitch is high, 1-1 the count. Oh, Vonnie, you ain't missed nothing. Ain't nothing that's going to happen pretty much once a night, because we're into that area now. The 1-1 pitch is off the plate, 2-1 to Riley. Folks, that's the price of success. And, folks, there's no stopping the growth of an Orioles dedicated channel. There's just too many of us out there, and there's more of us that we got to go out and find. Here's a pitch swung on by Riley in deep. Left center field, looking up, and that ball is going to get out of here. That's what Cal Riley does. And the Mariners can feel happy about it, but I'm happy that it's a solo shot, and I'm not too worried. Cal Raleigh leads this team in homers. He's the only player in the lineup with double-digit home runs. This is what he does. He can't hit for average, but if you leave a breaking ball out over the plate, he can do this. Hit the crap out of it for a home run. That is his 15th of the season. And now the batter, Luke Raley, swing and a miss. All right, back to a left-hander. Hang in there, folks. Aiken looked good with that strikeout. Riley's a guy that does the things he does. And then now we got another lefty here. I think Aiken's going to lock right back in here. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. There you go. It's 0-2. Don't doubt BW. He's going to tell you what he knows. He's going to tell you what he knows. I don't know why my arms are in this position right now, but they are. 0-2 pitch is low and away. Aiken trying to get Raley to chase one. Nothing doing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. 4-1 Baltimore now. Bottom of the 6th. This one is hit on the ground. Right side. Mountie. Fair ball. He's got it. Tags the bag. Out number 2. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Trust in BW, you'll go far. I'm sorry, that's Ryan O'Hearn out there. Don't trust me, because I said Mountcastle made that play. I forgot Mountcastle's DHing. So forget everything I just said. I have 0 credibility. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. As that was Ryan O'Hearn. Don't trust me. Don't trust me. Brandon Hyde's going to come out and relieve Aiken here. He's gotten what he wanted out of him. All right, looks like Jacob Webb is going to come out now. We're going to bring out the right-hander with Raley out of the way. It's going to be Ty France, the right-hander. Polanco, a switch hitter who can't hit anybody. And then another righty for Julio Rodriguez. So these are the 3 batters you go to a righty for. Hyde making the right move in terms of, tradition. So we're going to go with Webb here. Two down in the inning already. And the bases are empty. So it's not a high-pressure situation for Webb coming in here. Just needs to get this 1 out. Take us on to the 7th. And we are 7 minutes away from midnight back on the East Coast, United States. 7 minutes. I feel like it's New Year's Eve or something. It's not often that I get to spend the same day with you guys at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm always a day ahead of you. Almost always. What about Cal Quantrill? What about him? What about Cal Quantrill? As a trade target? Not thick enough. Not thick enough. Good thing you don't turn into a pumpkin. Janet, that's impossible. The only reason you'd turn into a pumpkin is because you love the color orange so much that it's the only thing you could think to turn into other than an orange, because that would be just too on the nose. All right. Anybody got a spare glass slipper for Janet? All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down, and Webb is on. The first pitch to Ty France is high for ball 1. All right. France is 1 for 2 with a single on the night. Back in the 4th inning. This pitch is on the outside edge. That looked like a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one's popped up. Straight up in the air. Some Cedric Mullins. Waiting, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. Easy as you like. Jacob Webb induces a fly ball out. I mean, that ball was probably hit about 360 feet or so, but to straightaway center field. And a very comfortable third out. We go to the seventh, 4-1 Baltimore. All right, let me bring up, oopsie daisy. First to check in on the old sub count. Whoa, 1442. Folks, can we make a push to 1450 by the end of the night? I'll take 1445. Hell, I'll take 1444. Just a bunch of fours. I just like my fancy numbers. I don't know why. Let me bring up this MLB site here again. Let me take a look at something right here. So the standings should be nice and up to date. The Yankees are now 3 games behind us in the loss column, and if we win the night, it's win number 55, 2 games ahead, and it's not just 2 games, it's 2 games and change with that loss column difference. And I think the Phillies, what'd they do? 57 and 29. We're still going to be 2 games behind the Phillies for the best record in baseball if we can hold on and win tonight. The only other action going on right now, the A's are up 5-0 on the Angels. That's in the 9th inning. And the Diamondbacks with a 5-4 lead on the Dodgers. That's in the top of the 5th. Everything else is final. Brewers shut out the Rockies. Tigers took care of the Twins. Everything else I went over earlier already. Okay, folks, let's go. It is time for Gunnar Henderson to hit, which means we go over here now. Top of the 7th. Taylor Salcedo still on the mound. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Gunnar Henderson is 0 for 3 tonight. Trying to get out of this mini funk. And this pitch is inside, 1-1 the count. Oh, it's a long game when you're losing, Eric. If you're an Orioles fan, this is just fine. Up and in on Henderson. No intention there by Salcedo. That was a 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball that just left his hand a little early. Well, that ball just scooted past Gunnar Henderson's face. 2-1 the count. This one is fouled off, and the count even up at 2-2. Hello, Hannah K, subscriber 1443. Give it up for Hannah, folks. Hey, I like what you're doing, Hannah, and I wish more of you new subscribers would do the same. Don't just sub up. Sound off. Introduce yourself. I'd love to meet you and say hello. Welcome aboard, Hannah. 2-2 the count on Henderson here, leading off the top of the 7th, 4-1 Orioles. Pitch is off the plate, low and away. And Gunnar works the count full. Yeah, that sounds like a back of the rotation pitcher line to me there, William. This ball is hit back to the pitcher. Salcedo flips it underhand to first for the out. Gunnar Henderson has been retired every time up tonight as he was last night. Maybe Gunnar just doesn't like Seattle. I don't know. Give him a break. Some people just don't like hitting in certain places. All right. 1 out for Adley Rutschman. Turned around to bat right-handed against Salcedo. First pitch is a called strike, bottom of the zone. I guess I can bring you back on over here now. If we get a Raleigh cooking, we'll go back on over there. Adley's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. He scored a run. This is a pitch on the outside edge called a strike. Generous call by the ump. 0-2 the count. We are in the late innings now. And it is midnight back home in Baltimore. Happy 4th of July, Baltimore. This pitch is way off the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Rutschman. Let me see if I can do the math right here. Happy, what is it? 200. Happy 248th birthday, America. Happy 248th. This pitch is popped up and fouled off to the right. I'm sure somebody's going to fact check me if I got that right. 2-2 the count on Rutschman. Base is empty, 1 out in the top of the 7th. And that one is low. Another full count here. Ryan O'Hearn is on deck. JJ, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Happy 4th of July to you. As this one is swung on and fouled at the plate. Rutschman stays alive. Count still full. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. JJ in here just in time for the 4th of July. Late night baseball here. My 4th of July is already half over. And I haven't even had breakfast yet. The 3-2 pitch is fouled back by Rutschman. We'll do it again. May the 4th be with you. Oh, my. Janet. Janet, put yourself in timeout. Even if it's only for 3 seconds. This one's hit on the ground. Rutschman rolled over on it. Third baseman has it over to first in time. And Adley is retired. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. I love when Janet knows that I'm going to, like, basically just do this to one of her jokes. And that's where the actual humor comes from, is just me shaking my... Geez. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. 2 down. This is a called strike. Ryan O'Hearn has had a hell of a night. 2 for 2, a homer, a double, a walk, 3 RBI, and 2 runs scored. And this one is fouled away. This man has been robbed of a DH spot in the American League All-Star game, folks. There, I said it. The next pitch is a called strike 3. Nicely located by Salcedo. Bottom of the zone, outside corner, inning over. Orioles go 1-2-3 in the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. We are in the Pacific Northwest, folks, but that doesn't mean we can't bring a little bit of Charm City out here to this part of the world, right? You know what I like to do during a 7th inning stretch? I like to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat, folks. Get those 4th of July cakes up. Apparently mine just went blank, but maybe you see them anyway. That's right. Tonight the Orioles are going to win on the 4th of July. It's like having your cake and eating it too. Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear the house lady on my floor in the hallway. I better tone it down a notch. She'll hit me with her broomstick. Not today. I am celebrating my Independence Day, thank you. And I am independently living as far away from the United States as possible without leaving planet Earth. So let me do it in peace. All right. Cheers. Sorry, just talking to the lady outside. All right. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hear a drill. Is that getting picked up on the mic? Some drilling is going on. Oh, fantastic. And now I know why I heard the lady walking around. All right, folks, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. It's going to be hard for me to call the game now because I feel like I have to yell, even though it shouldn't make a difference to you. Because there's drilling going on next door. Julio Rodriguez takes a called strike, and Jorge Polanco. I don't frickin' know. Julio doesn't even hit left-handed. Pardon me if I'm a little bit distracted. Here's the 0-2 to Polanco. Lifted into the air and shallow. Coming in is Mullins, and he thought about going into a dive. It's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. A leadoff single by Polanco. What are they, drilling a peephole to get a look at me? Who's over there? Anthony Perkins? Norman Bates just moved in. Here's Julio Rodriguez. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. The pitch. That one's drilled. Left field into the corner, but just foul. Not deep enough to go yard, but certainly nearly extra bases there for Julio Rodriguez. Can someone just type in yes? Can any of you hear that stuff getting picked up on my mic? I just want to be sure that you can believe what I'm saying. I mean, if you can hear it, just imagine. I'm using a unidirectional microphone. It's not supposed to pick up anything without a range of like 1 foot. And you're still hearing something that's not even going on in my room. Imagine how loud it is for me. All right, here we go. Julio Rodriguez with an 0-1 count. Runner at first. Jacob Webb on the mound. The pitch is swung on and missed. That looked like a changeup. 84 miles an hour. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, no, I got to refresh the game. Holy Toledo. Has it been 2 hours already? I thought I already refreshed it. Don't make me go through this exercise now. Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Or they just drill right into my... That would be great if they just drilled right into my damn Wi-Fi, my Ethernet cable or whatever. All right, here we go. All right. CNL Perez is getting loose out in the bullpen, and right now I'm having issues with my stream. I apologize. It's a 1-2 count on Julio Rodriguez with a runner at first and nobody out. All right, looks like things are working now. I might be a little bit behind, folks. If you are watching and you find that I'm a little bit behind you, I do apologize. 1-2 the count on Rodriguez. The pitch swung on and missed. Swung on and missed. Julio Rodriguez cannot hit the broadside of a barn. What happened to this face of baseball from just a year ago? This dude is hitting 7th in the worst lineup in baseball, and he looks like he can't hit nothing. 1 out, runner at first. Dominic Canzone at the plate. Okay, Matt. I think I'm just going to light up the rest of this J. That's the only solution I can think of. This ball is hit hard. Center field. But Mullins is playing right there, and he makes the catch. Another ball hit about 360 feet or so. Yep, 359 according to that graphic there. But the straightaway center where it's just an easy out. 2 down, runner at first.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Here's Dylan Moore. He takes high for ball 1. Speaking of high, how are you doing, Birdland?
4-1 Baltimore. 2 down, runner at first. 1-0 the count on Moore. The pitch. On the outside edge. Called. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Cianel Perez will probably come on if Webb can't get more out here. There's a breaking ball top of the zone called strike 2.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Dylan Moore. Thank you, folks, for allowing me to enjoy my special lucky here on late night baseball. The pitch swung on and popped up right side. Long run. Santander goes into a slide and makes the catch along the foul line. That looked like it would have dropped in fair had he not gotten it. And it's a fair all the way. Santander gets the 3rd out of the inning. 7 innings in the books. We go to the 8th. Baltimore 4. Hold on. Baltimore 4.
Seattle 1. How you doing, Baltimore? How you doing, the rest of the world?
Look at Jack. Jack, folks, let's give Jack Charm City Chat Award of the Night. I just love to see Jack just say something positive with no other context. Just a terrific sliding catch by Santander. Jack, you're making me happy, buddy. It makes me know that you're enjoying the moment. You're enjoying the moment, Jack. I'd like to hear it, baby. I said baby, I don't know why there. It's a verbal miscue. I'm stoned. Give me a break. It's late night with the devil. And some off-site repair work, I guess. PW. The shades. By the way, folks, should I let my buddy here come in and say hello there? Hey, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, America. That's right. We took care of those lousy Brits. You and your tariffs. You and your stinking tariffs. Yeah, try to bring some tea into the Boston Harbor next time, buddy. All right? Try it again. See how that works out for you. Our founding fathers kicked some butt. And look where we are now. All right, well, maybe don't look where we are now, but look where we were like 70 years ago. All right? Yeah. America. Look where we... Hey, it's the top of the 8th. And who do we got here? Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. He looks at a called strike. The Hat checking in. Kermit the Frog here. Inside out swing by Mountie to the right side. The first baseman scoops it up, flips to the pitcher covering. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Thornton is out here, the right-hander, in relief for the Mariners. Thornton. Thornton, here's a who. Trent Thornton. All right, folks, Anthony Santander coming up to hit. Folks, it might be our last chance to put some taters in the chat. Some Independence Day taters. You want some potato salad? Let's go. It's 4th of July. First pitch to Tony is off the plate outside for ball 1. Santander 1 for 3 with a double tonight. And absolutely shafted from the All-Star game starting lineup. There's a pitch off the plate, 2-0. One out. The 2-0 pitch is hit on the ground right to second. Moore is there. Easy routine out. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. No taters this time for Tony. Folks, Corbin Burnes is going to be on the mound tomorrow for your 4th of July Orioles starter. How does that sound? How does that grab you? If the Orioles can hang on here, we'll be going for a sweep here in Seattle. Hit on the ground by Westberg. On to shortstop and over to first in time. And this inning goes quickly. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Orioles 4, Mariners 1. 6 outs to get. And then Corbin Burnes tomorrow. One more hit off of this roach. All right, maybe 2 more hits. This ain't my first, I didn't just get off the boat. You know what I mean? All right. Lovely. Oh, yeah, this is a 2-hitter if I ever heard. Yeah, I got this. Please do not try this at home. Or if you're going to try it at home. All right. That should do it. All right. I am officially in a very relaxed mood. How are you guys doing? Oh, my. That is a different strain than I normally have, and sometimes that'll make you a little bit goofy. I might get a little bit goofy. But don't worry. My brain is like 40% chat GPT now, so I'll just kick in a robot mode and make the call for you. Don't worry about that at all. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners will be sitting up the top of their lineup. And it'll be a lefty-lefty switch. I'm expecting to see Cionel Perez start this inning. The 8th inning has been his inning lately. Stonehenge. Don't bring up Stonehenge. No, we're not going to play Stonehenge. All right, Cionel Perez is indeed on the mound. His 28th appearance of the season. ERA just under 4. First pitch to Crawford is fouled off to the right. 0-1 the count. 96 on the gun there from Perez. The next pitch is oh my, Crawford ducking out of the way of a slider on the front door at the top of the zone for a called strike. Crawford ducking out of the way of a strike. 0-2 the count. Put him away. Popped up. Can of corn for Jordan Westberg in the shallow right field grass. The second baseman makes the catch. 1 out here in the 8th. Oh, my goodness. That second pitch from Perez absolutely made Crawford look foolish. Lovely, lovely stuff. All right, 1 away. Mitch Garver, who was listed as day-to-day. He is the Mariner DH of choice. Brought in exclusively to be the everyday DH. He's coming up to pinch hit here. Right-handed slugger, and he looks at a curveball for a called strike. Make that a slider, according to the Yahoo page there. 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Just hit 100 subs this morning at 3 a.m., now at 104. How was your day? Just getting that day started for the most part. This is a line drive, going to be a base hit for Garver. So how about that? Garver was only hitting 172 on the season. So it's not like they were missing his production, but he is certainly a guy that can get you an extra base hit. Obviously, we have some bad memories from his time with the Rangers in the postseason last year. No need to talk about that any more than I already have. He's going to be pinch run for here by Ryan Bliss, which is a little bit interesting to me. I mean, the Mariners are down by 3. It's good to have speed to replace the likes of Garver. I guess if Bliss is going to stay in and play the position that Garver was pinch hitting for, then it makes sense. Let me take a look here. Yeah, Rojas. So Bliss will come in, probably play second, and then have Dylan Moore, who's at second base now, move to third base. So Garver's out of the game altogether. Came up to swing a bat, and now he's done. Kyle Raleigh at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count. Next pitch is inside. Two and 0 the count to Kyle Raleigh. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. The 2-0 to Raleigh is hit hard. Center field, but right to Mullins and right center. He makes the catch. Raleigh squared that one up, but luckily he didn't get a home run swing out of it. That ball was hit hard, but it's going to be the second out of the inning. And now another lefty for Perez. Luke Raley. 0 for 3 so far tonight. First pitch is a strike. That ball hit the outside corner at the bottom of the zone. Oh, 1 count. 2 down, runner at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Perez gets Raley to chase a bad one. So he's got to be in his head now. 0-2 the count with 2 down. Your boy's going to have to make some plans to get the hell out of his apartment today. That's for sure. Swing and a miss. And Perez pumps his fist and dances off the mound. He gets the strikeout. This inning is over. Nothing doing for the Mariners again. They have scored 1 run in 2 games. We go to the 9th. Baltimore 4, Seattle 1. It's Kimbrel time. At least it should be or could be. I don't know. Are we back in this thing where are we using Kimbrel too much? With a 3-run lead, do you maybe just go to Cano? I know that doesn't inspire a whole lot of optimism with the way Cano has looked. But, you know, I'm starting to worry here. We've had great results from Kimbrel, but the one thing that we all were saying when he hit that funk was that, well, we can't keep using him too much. And I think this would be, I don't know, what, like the 3rd time in 5 games or something like that? So, I don't know. I've yet to see any activity in the bullpen. But I think that is something worth talking about. Kimbrel would be the expectation, but again, what was all the fuss about? Everybody was pretty much in universal agreement that the reason why Kimbrel was struggling when he did was that we were overusing him. And lately, he's been getting used a lot. I just think it's something to consider. If it were a 1-run lead or a 2-run lead, and maybe I say, all right, go for it. I don't know. If it's a 3-run lead, don't you feel like we've got one other arm out there that we can go to get these last 3 outs against an offense like this without using Kimbrel? I feel like maybe you just not use Kimbrel. Hot take from your boy, BW. All right, the Mariners have a new pitcher. It's Colin Snyder, who has made 8 appearances, 8 innings pitched, 2.25 ERA. His first batter here is Austin Hayes, who hits the first pitch into right field, and making a running catch along the foul line is Dominic Canzone. Hayes retired on 1 pitch. 0 for 4 tonight, and it feels like Hayes just up there first pitch hacking without much of a plan tonight. I mean, we gave Hayes a chance to hit against a righty starter. Doesn't feel like he really did much to take advantage of the opportunity. Here's Sid Mullins. He looks at a called strike, top of the zone. Looked a little bit high to me. 0-1 on Mullins. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And this pitch is high. 1-1 the count. Campbell pitched on the 28th, the 29th, and the 2nd. You know, I mean, it's a little dicey, isn't it, Dennis? Just a little bit. With a 3-run lead. Again, I'd get it with a 1-run lead or a 2-run lead. You call on your closer if he's ready. Okay, Kimbrel's up. He's getting loose. I just think it's worth some talk. Okay, I'll say this. He comes in tonight. No way he pitches tomorrow in a save situation. That's just too much. Mullins pops it up foul off to the right, and the count is 1-2 still. 1 out in the top of the 9th for the Orioles. If they win tonight, they will match their season high of being 24 games above 500. This pitch is off the plate. We hit that mark when we won the final game of the series against those Yankees. With that ridiculous, what was it, like 17-5 or something, that score? Then we hit that 5-game losing streak. Mullins fouls this one away. 2-2 the count here. It's just amazing the resiliency of this Orioles team. That tough June schedule, 1 day off. Every team you're playing, it seems, is a contender. To come out the way they did, set a record for home runs in a month, as Mullins strikes out here for out number 2. Swing and a miss on a pitch from Snyder. Let's see this pitch here. Starts middle and just moves a little bit inside. Certainly a hittable pitch for Mullins. You'd think he'd get a piece, but nothing doing. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Number 9 hitter Ramon Urias is up. And he takes off the plate for ball 1. Been a pretty decent night for Urias. He had been in a funk himself, but tonight he's got a single and a walk, scored a run. Popped up. This should do it. Center field Rodriguez. He's got it. The inning is over. Going to the bottom of the 9th, folks. It's Kimbrel time with a 3-run lead. We got this. We got this. Let's go. Come on, Kimmy. And who do we have due up? Okay, it looks like it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. France, Polanco, and Rodriguez. Each hitter tonight has a hit on the night. How many extra base hits has the Seattle Mariners team hit of these 5 hits? The Raleigh home run, and that's it. So a Cal Raleigh home run swing, which, again, that's what Cal Raleigh does. That's what makes him a better than average catcher. He's very solid defensively. You saw the arm he has. He's thrown out 2 Oriole base runners in the previous game. And then he can hit the long ball. That's what he does. Polanco and Rodriguez. And they're going to need at least 2 men on base to get the tying run up. And by the time you do that, they'd be at the bottom of the order. Come on, Kimmy, you got this. Don't make this a heart attack one, all right? I will grant you 1 maximum base runner to get this save, okay? I'll grant you 1. But Only if you get the first out. All right, we got a deal, Kimmy. Is that fair? Just don't let the tying run come to the plate. We'll be fine. How we doing, Charm City chat? I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. All right. Again, folks, tomorrow afternoon, Corbin Burns against Bryce Miller. Hopefully, we'll be going for a sweep. 36th appearance for Kimmy. He has 20 saves on the season and 24 chances. Currently tied with Francisco Rodriguez for 4th all-time. If he gets this save tonight, he will be alone in 4th place behind Mariano Rivera, Trevor Hoffman, and Lee Smith. The pitch. In there for a strike to tie France. We are in the bottom of the 9th. Next pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Janet, that's because Craig Kimbrell, because of some of the past teams he's played for, has been asked to be in the witness protection program. There is a called strike on the bottom of the zone. 1-2 the count. So that's just Kimmy, trying not to upset too many of his former fans from former clubs. This pitch is off the plate, low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's just a theory, throwing it out there. 2-2 the count on Ty France, leading off the bottom of the 9th. The pitch is low and away with that knuckle curve. And again, come on, Kimmy. It's a 3-run lead. You shouldn't even be getting to a full count. You shouldn't be in a position to potentially walk a batter, never mind walk a batter. Payoff pitch is over the plate and fouled straight back. Man, Ty France just missed this pitch. Had a lot of the plate. Kimbrell leans in for the sign in his customary fashion. Payoff pitch coming to Ty France. And swung on and missed with that cutter just off the plate on the outside edge. That's a 4-seamer, but man, looks like it just breaks a little bit farther off like a cutter at the end there. Well placed. Strikeout here for Kimmy. 2 more to get. Here comes Jorge Polanco. There's that knuckle curve on the outside corner for a called strike. Talk about a batter you don't want to nibble with. Just go after this guy. 0-1 the count. This one's lifted foul and out of play. Polanco in an 0-2 hole. Folks, can you smell a win? It's so near. We're going to win twice on the 4th of July. That's how special this holiday is going to be. We're going to win 2 games 20 hours apart or whatever it is. This one's upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the 9th. 4-1 Baltimore. The 1-2 to Polanco. Up and away. 2-2. 2-2. How we doing, Charm City chat? You're just clinging to the edge of your seat, listening to BW call it? The 2-2 is a knuckle curve that just missed. Started middle of the plate and broke low and in right on that corner. But Kimmy doesn't get the call. Full count. Payoff pitch to Polanco is swung on and missed. Swung on and missed. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Going back to the gas on the outside. Again, tailing away. It's almost as if he can just move it the opposite direction of whichever side of the plate the hitter is hitting from. Julio Rodriguez, the last man up, we hope. 2 down, nobody on. First pitch is popped up, foul, and out of play. Come on, Charm City chat. It's your last chance to go crazy. I want to hear you. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. An absolute unhittable knuckle curve, and Rodriguez looks lost at the plate. And he is in an 0-2 hole with 2 down and bases empty. How can he have any confidence at all to swing at this next pitch with any amount of... just strike him out. He is so done. The 0-2 pitch. High. Come on, Kimmy. I get throwing it off the plate, but not above the eyes. All you got to do is throw it half a foot off the plate. You'll be fine. The 1-2 pitch to Rodriguez. This one's popped up and out of play. Foul ball. Mariners still down to their last strike. The Orioles can clinch the series here with 1 more. And look for a sweep tomorrow on the 4th of July. The pitch. Another knuckle curve reached for on the right side. Looking for it is Mountcastle, and he makes the catch. Excuse me, O'Hearn. I keep saying Mountcastle. I apologize for getting it wrong over and over. But, folks, it's Ryan O'Hearn making a catch up against the screen. And it's hilarious because his glove got tangled in that screen. And he couldn't walk away. He had to sit there for a minute and get his glove untangled after catching the game-winning out. The Orioles have won, folks. Final score, Orioles 4, Mariners 1. Dean Kramer has returned to the rotation. All he did was throw 5 fantastic innings. He was on a pitch count. And he did walk a few guys. So a couple of things to work on, but nothing that a little time won't fix. He's going to be out there and do even better next time, we hope. The rest of the bullpen getting the job done for the most part. Keegan Aiken did give up that bomb to Cal Raleigh, but folks, that's how this is such a Mariners night of offense. 1 run on 1 swing from the one guy that can hit home runs. That's their offense. Otherwise, it's weak sauce. No offense to Mariner fans out there. How the hell you're winning your division, I don't know. Your pitching is good. But, you must be winning by soccer scores on a nightly basis. 1-0, 2-1. How the hell are you doing it? I don't know. Final score, 4-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Mariners. We are now back to 24 games above 500. Our 55th win of the season. Unbelievable. And folks, Ryan O'Hearn, I know Kramer had a good outing, and had he gone longer, I might think about giving him player of the game. But boy, folks, Ryan O'Hearn right here. A 2-hit night with a double and a home run, driving in. Plus, he had a walk, driving in 3 of the 4 runs. He was a one-man wrecking crew. The Orioles going for the sweep tomorrow. Let's take a look at the matchup, and then I'll get you on out of here. I know it's been a late night. Probably a lot of you already running out the door there. I can't blame you. I can't blame you one bit. I plan on streaming for about 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I'm out of here too. Again, it's Corbin Burns going up against, who is it, Bryce Miller? Isn't that the matchup? Yes, sir. And it's going to be a 4:10 p.m. first pitch. Okay, so it's an hour later than I thought for you guys out there. So you guys are going to have to commit 3 hours of your 4th of July between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 to watching a little baseball. I think that's fair enough. You can get the early day stuff out of the way and have your barbecue and have the ball game on. And then by the time the game's off, the sun will start going down and you get ready for the fireworks. Perfect. All right, so I'll be on the air here at 4 p.m. Eastern, 4:10 first pitch. Mahalo to you, Rampy. And, man, I wish I could have some barbecue or something. If you guys are out there around the shore area, maybe you're doing some crabbing. I don't know. Whatever you like to eat on the 4th of July. I'm probably going to wind up eating some Thai food. But what can you do? Hey, so let me just run through here and say thanks to everybody. Thanks to the mods and thanks to those who are Magic members. Thanks to those who, sometimes donate to the channel once in a while. Not really happened tonight, but hey, thanks for the likes. Well over 100 tonight. Thank you so much. And the subscriber count is now up to 1444. Look at that. Look at these sailboats here. That's what we call these in poker. You got trip sailboats right there. Faux. 4 is the magic number. All right, folks. That's going to do it from BirdWatcher headquarters. I hope you have a... Oh, wow. Okay. Fine then. Be like that. Imagine that. Okay. How about this? I'll just close the screen. That way, I saw what I saw when I saw it. Ha. All right, guys. I think I need to go get something to eat. You guys have a good night. I don't know if Ryan Ripken's going to do a late podcast or maybe one of his, crew people or whatever is doing something. But that's going to do it for me. Hope you have a good night and have a good 4th of July. If you're not here, come on back July 5th. Baseball don't stop. All right? Great. That's going to do it. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Oh, I forgot. I was going to say hi to everybody. Thank you to everybody in chat. You know what I'll do? I'll just go back and look at all the comments after I sign off, okay? I'll have my breakfast, and I'll cycle through the comments. I got to get some food, though. But thank you to everybody. Come on back tomorrow. All right. I'm waving goodbye. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. All right. Bye-bye.